blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Step in the scene, fresh kicks on the feet. It's Comeiko T, bringing real to the street. Real estate queen, got that $1 million glow from the city to the block. Yeah, everybody know, talking life, talking hustle. She don't hold back, from sneakers to hats, got the whole style stacked. Tuesday nights, you already know the vibe. Blast Media Live, where the truth come alive. Pull up at 7 steps. Central. Knowledge so sharp, yeah, it's all instrumental. She flip homes and flip combo too. 1-to-1, real rare, not one of the few. So low.
Say less, tune in, you know the deal. Miko tell her keep it fly and real. Talk that talk, walk that walk. Every Tuesday let the real ones talk.
Yeah. Say less, don't stress, turn it up and let the queen finesse.
What's up, people? What is happening? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Even if you're not having tacos, happy Taco Tuesday, okay? Because I didn't have any tacos. I had pork and beans and wieners. Because I don't care how old I get. I don't care if I got money, don't have money. I'm going to rock my pork and beans and wieners. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody's day was great. I feel like I have not been on here live in like forever, but I'm here and I'm back. If you hear Hazel Marie hacking, ignore it. I don't even know. I keep telling her to drink water and she ain't doing it. So if y'all hear that, just ignore it, okay? But yes, so we are going to, I don't know if anybody knows, but y'all do know that the Jupiter retrograde ended today. We have been going through it since November, y'all. November. So, as of today and moving forward, expect blessings, right? If you feel like your life was on hold, things were moving slow, the lack of communication, emails like lacking, all that stuff, it is getting ready to get released, and nothing but blessings are going to be following you. Now we are still in the Mercury retrograde, okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now that Mercury retrograde has been kicking my hiney. Okay, I've been all over the place. I will be glad when the 20th get here so it can get on and get gone. Because us air signs is feeling it the most. And I'm over it and I'm sick of it. All right. But the blessing is the Jupiter retrograde is over as of today. So let the blessings fall down, baby, because they've been feeling stuck. They've been feeling stuck for me. I don't know about you, but they've been feeling stuck. So today we are talking about confidence. Women over 50. Hey, ladies. All the ladies over 50. Hey. We're going to dive into some of that. And because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I sit around in the silence and I be asking myself questions and stuff. Like I be examining myself. You know, sometimes you sit there and say, well, who are you? Or, well, I'm a Gemini, so sometimes I say, who am I today? But whatever, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, it's a whole different world. It's a brand new world, right? So we're gonna dig into that. Of course, my beverage of choice for the evening is just some old communion. It's just some old communion, hunty. Okay. Now this is something new that I tried. This is San Antonio Extremo. San Antonio Extremo. Okay, it is really good. Now the washing machine's off balance. Like, what is going on? Black Intenso, San Antonio Extremo, Black Intenso. Come on with the rhyming, right? But this is sweet and rich. It's a red wine, and look at that. Who that? Or whatever. But anyway, It's a really, really good wine. Very inexpensive, of course, and you saw that it was 16% alcohol in it. Um, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because I don't even think that's in my notes. But I'm going to tell you also, too, what's women over 50 that is going through menopause. I've been going through it for a little while. I feel like I know I'm young still because I'm just 50, but I feel like I'm in the ends of it. But let me tell you something. Alcohol will, when I say bust out in a sweat, like, I don't know. My doctor, she laughs because she don't know why. I said, why when I drink alcohol now, I just start sweating? You know what I'm saying? And just I get hot. And in a way, it's a good thing when I'm out and about and I'm drinking, because if I order a drink, well, I typically drink old fashions, right? Old fashions or a beautiful, which is Hennessy and Grand Marnier. I don't call it French Connection. We call it Beautifuls. I'll drink that. And then, of course, if I want to go take it back in the day, because, I stay in touch with my youth. I stay in touch with those days. I never let them go. So sometimes I'll go back to my Southern comfort, right? But whenever I go out and I get a drink and I don't get hot and I don't start sweating, I don't take this drink back to the bar because it ain't nothing in it. It ain't nothing in it. Okay? Because I didn't break out in a sweat. So yeah. But so let's get started. The motivational quote for today, tonight, this evening, tomorrow, all the rest of the week, the rest of the month, whatever, is a woman over 50 isn't aging. She's evolving. She's no longer chasing approval. She's walking in purpose, confidence, and the power of knowing exactly who she is. Okay, that is the woman over 50. So we are going to start out with the self-worth and knowing your value. And I'm going to have to put my glasses on because this font is little that I printed. Okay, so we're going to talk about confidence shifts after 50. So I don't know. Well, I never, maybe in my younger days, but I don't do this. But at what point did you stop seeking validation from other people? Like, well, there's some people I know that are of age and they still seek it, but for those that let's just say for those that do it, you don't need to. Baby, we is fine. We is fire. Okay. Ain't no need to seek no validation from nobody else. And unfortunately, the love just ain't out there no more like it used to be. Everybody wants to hate on each other, and I don't know why, right? Or what they say about some of us brown people, crabs in a barrel. If somebody's doing better than you trying to go and do better than them, and then it's or you're overexerting yourself trying to get material things to be at the top, or that's seeking validation from other people. It's one thing to seek things and for the self-satisfaction, right? We work hard, we buy things, and it makes us feel good. It's a reward. But it's another thing to do it for the attention of others. Okay, so if you're 50, after 50, now knock it off already. Just knock it off already, okay? Because that's crazy work. That's crazy work. When you got confidence in yourself and you know your self-worth, you don't give a damn what nobody else think or say. Period. Right? The confidence shifts of being comfortable saying no. Once again, I hate to keep saying it, but I ain't never had a problem with saying no. No is my favorite word. Right? But if you are someone who, if you're someone who has trouble telling people no, call me. No, I'm just playing. Work on that. Okay? Work on that. Because when we tend to do things that we really truly don't want to do, or we're trying to do things to pacify others, and there's no, and it sounds selfish, but so be it, and there's no satisfaction that we get from it, say no. And again, if you don't know how to say no, I will definitely help you learn how to say it. So, let's stop shrinking to make other people comfortable. Okay, if you find yourself, you're 50 and over and you're still shrinking to make someone feel comfortable, or no, that ain't the way to do it, sugar. Now, if somebody's around you that's lacking confidence, guide them, hug them, teach them how to build confidence within themselves. But don't you dare shrink, okay, just to make them feel good. Now, I have done that, depending in the past. I have done that because just depending on who I was around and what crowd I was around, in my mind, I didn't want to feel like I was the miss thing. Okay. Like Monica. All right. And, or if there was someone around me that might have been just a tad bit less fortunate than me, I kind of like shrunk myself just so they can feel good. Even like singing. Okay. So I ain't no Patti LaBelle. Okay. I could hold a note. I've never had vocal training. I've never had any of that. Although I really do. See, when you get to 50, you want to do things that you ain't never done before. I really do want to take a vocal class. I really do. I wonder if I took a vocal class, where it would take me. You know what I'm saying? But I've never had vocal lessons. I started singing in church. After my mom was killed, church was it filled the void. So I sang in a choir for years. And that was that. Moved to Texas, and in California really didn't do karaoke. I didn't start karaoke until I moved here to Texas. And been doing karaoke since 2013, since I got here. So of course, the more you sing, the more you might sound better, the more comfortable you get on stage. You might project a little more. And then at this beautiful golden tender age of 50 for me, now I don't give a hoot. Before it was just like, oh, like if you sung with a group of girls and they just was truly like that true karaoke, but I knew I could hold a note. A lot of times I would shrink myself and I wouldn't push or I wouldn't project because I didn't want to feel like the one that was outdoing everybody on the stage. For that, I just stopped just singing. Well, it's one person I sing the duet with. That's my Gemini cousin, Shamitri. We still do our duets because we know it's just for fun. But depending on who you with, they'll take offense to it. And she was trying to sound, but girl, this is an outlet. We is up here having a good time, and it is what it is. So I used to do that. Now I don't care. I don't care what people think because it's just karaoke, right? This is not the Four. This is not the Star. This is not American Idol. This is not, what's the other one? The thing that they push the button. Is that American Idol? That ain't American Idol. I don't know, but it ain't it. Okay. And so I just don't care. So if I hit the wrong note, so if I sing the wrong words, so what you gonna do? Either clap or close your ears, right? So never shrink yourself for anyone, right? Especially at this age. So I don't know about y'all, but have you entered the I don't care era? Just don't care anymore, right? And oh my God, that's so harsh. And you don't have a heart. And no, it's just I've been through too much. I don't care no more. Okay? At some point, you just got to stop. So I don't, like I just said, don't care about other people's opinions. I really don't. Say what you like, think what you like. I'll embrace, certain opinions depending on what it is. But for the most part, I don't care. I don't care. Um, I used to hang with sailors. The last person you want to voice an opinion to, because I don't stop. So, S talking was I was the queen that asked somebody. I can go toe to toe back all day, all night. It's just because my skin is thick, but and that's another reason why I'm a man's lady. I've always hung around men. I get along better with men. I always have. My best friends are men because of my demeanor. I can't do the softies. I can't do the soft skins and the oh my god, that hurt my feelings. And I can't do that. I can't do that. So if I ever had a preference to hang around, it's always men. It's always men that I want to hang around. That's why I love my brohams and my twin, because we can sit up and we can talk crap to each other. And it's just that. Ain't no feelings involved, ain't no none of that, right? Trying to please everyone. We had to now look, can't be pleasing everybody. All right. Do what you can, but don't bend over backwards. Because it's about you. At the end of the day, we are closer to the grave than we are further from it. Okay. So, and then the trends and the unrealistic beauty standards. I lost that a long time ago. I did. I don't keep up with the Joneses. I keep up with Miko. I've always been a trendsetter. I set my own style, my own trend. I don't follow, what's going on and all of that. I just really don't. So yeah, no. But if you're doing it, chill out, right? Especially if you're forcing yourself to do it for validation or people's opinions. Don't do it. All right. So now this is hilarious, right? Reinventing yourself after 50. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sure you've seen the Ask Chat GPT, which is my assistant, to roast you. Chat GPT did me in. They did me in. Do you hear me? And it all was based off of starting over with confidence, entrepreneurship later in life, finding purpose, which is true, right? So a lot of the dreams and aspirations that I had, growing up and in my early 20s and stuff like that, a lot of it is just newly coming into fruition, right? I always want to be a realtor. And that since my 20s, my 30s, I took classes and throughout the time. So I finally get my license, mind you, passed on the first try after a night full of karaoke. And so what? I'm 50, so I was 46 when I got my license, right? Like, whoa. And then a lot of other little things, like I'm a notary and just little bitty things that, like, it's crazy how it's not that I wait. I don't know. I guess it's a time and place for everything. And these are things that I could have done, but maybe just wasn't in a position, right? I came out here a single mom, and it was just me and a kiddo. No family, no friends, no nothing, just me and a kiddo, right? So a lot of things that I wanted to do, of course, we all know cost money. And I just wasn't able to do it. Okay, so then God sends me a helpmate, right? And then this helpmate asked me to marry him a year later. And in the beginning, I 50-50 and I made 3 times more than he did. And we came together and we bought our house in 2021. And then these are like we were in a position, but we weren't in a position, but we both stepped out on faith. And he was like, I'm out, let's do it. I'm gonna rock with you. Now, it was supposed to be for 2 years this year before, but shit happens, right? So I was able to do these things comfortably, right? While he, took care of the home. But let me just read y'all real fast what Chat GPT did to me, okay? Because let me tell you, roasted me. So it said, "Oh Miko, Miko said, roast me. All right, you're a realtor in sneakers. You asked for it. First of all, you don't just have businesses. You collect ventures like Pokemon, real estate, podcast, Mary Kay, tax services, notary, vision boards, Texas takeovers, sneaker drives. Ma'am, are you building an empire or auditioning for Shark Tank, Glen Heights edition? You'll be like, good morning, y'all. Open house 12 to 3, podcast at 6, taxes till 2, Mary Kay facial at 7:30, and don't forget to manifest abundance before midnight. Sis has more brands than a Walmart end cap. And let's talk about this realtor and sneakers thing. You don't just wear sneakers. You strut in them like the MLS owes you money. Somewhere a pair of heels is crying because you said professional, but make it comfortable. And the motivational post, you will post. Whatever is not aligned with me can kick rocks. Then 5 minutes later, y'all come to the open house, refreshments provided. Pick a lane, queen of alignment. And don't let Mercury be in retrograde. If the contract falls through, it's not the market. It's cosmic misalignment. But let's be real. You're the only person who can host a podcast called Say Less and then proceed to say more than everybody in the room combined. All jokes aside, you hustle like your last name is no days off. Your network is like LinkedIn in human form. And when you win, you really mean it when you say, when I win, you win. So yeah, you're roastable, but you're also unstoppable. Now tell me, you want part 2 or are you tapping out? I tapped out. That was enough. I couldn't take no more. Went ahead and tapped out. Right? So if y'all haven't done that yet, let Chat GPT roast you. Okay? Let it roast you. But if you're over 50, do you find yourself reinventing yourself? Right? It's okay. It's okay. There's times where I sit and I say, girl, what are you doing? And sometimes I say, real talk, like recently, you're too old. You're doing this too late in life. And especially in this Mercury retrograde, my emotions, my psyche, my everything has been all over the place. There's not a day that I don't do some type of business, whether it be marketing or taxes or something, right? Looking at properties, content, and just the procrastination has been really, really, really heavy. And like I didn't even open my laptop at all this past weekend, and that is not like me, right? But then I told myself it's self-care. We can't overexert ourselves. You know, people say, oh, when you got a business, you work around the clock, you work 24/7, you know, you don't stop, you don't get no, not for me, right? Because that's when you run yourself ragged. Grind, do the work, do what you have to do, but know when you need to sit down and take a moment for yourself. I don't know if y'all, I forgot her name, but I think y'all know the lady last year who owned the restaurant. And she worked, and got on Facebook and said that she was going to take the next 3 days off and relax and rest. And the baby never woke up. Okay. So yeah, no, take a moment. Don't sit and wallow in it, but take a moment. Sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Y'all know I've been looking for work, remote work, and for the past year. I know that sounds crazy. But I ain't the only one out there, trust me. And days that I would spend the whole day just applying for jobs, to the point where I was starting to get stressed out. And so I would pick days. Mondays, I get up, shoot some resumes. Wednesdays, Fridays, or I'll switch it up, right? Because for one, what's for me is for me. For two, I'm not about to sit here and stress out like this. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. So rest, guys. Take the time to rest. Just rest. And then so what I'm going to do, because I have about 4 more points, okay, about this confidence after 50. But before I get into this other one, I don't know, this might take a relationships after 50. Now, I can't relate because I just so happen to be stuck and married. You see what I'm saying? But my single ladies, what is it like out there being in relationships after 50? I don't know. There's some people some associates that I know of that are single, and it's all over the place. Some looks like it's desperation. Some situations look like it's being picky and choosy. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead. We got like 3 minutes before the half of the hour. I'm gonna go ahead and let VP run the artists of the evening, and then we gonna get into them relationships after 50, because I want to know some stuff. And if there's anyone that's watching, any ladies, I would love these questions answered.
There it is. Well, good show so far. I'm enjoying it. I am going to share a song by my man Elijah Rosario, and this song is called Chemical Reaction. Check it out.
Nice job.
Is it too late to say that I'm sorry? Or have we reached that point of no return? Say what's on your mind. I don't wanna turn a blind eye to all the things that we've done to reach this point, into an empty void, facing repercussions from the words of our choices. I'm just trying to find a reason we should stay. Be ashamed to throw it all away. I'm not giving up so easy. I still want you, need you, here with me in the middle of the night when you touch me so gently. If you're trusting, willing to learn me, after all the times I try pushing away, girl, I still see your life here with you, overflow, going round. I'm still willing to admit my flaws, show you that I'm worth the cost, give you everything you need, prepared to catch you when you fall. You got me pleading on my knees, oh baby, don't leave me. You got me pleading on my knees, oh baby, cause I still want you, need you, here with me in the middle of the night when you touch me so gently. If you're trusting, willing to learn me, after all the times I tried pushing away, girl, I still see your life here with you, I'm real, my baby.
And that was my man Elijah with Chemical Reaction. And if you are an independent artist, a spoken word poet, or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds of independent music. Blast, we're constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. So before I run, I let ChatGPT roast me as well.
Oh, let's hear it.
So this one part I'll share. It says, okay, let's talk about podcasts. You host so many podcasts that if someone sneezes near a microphone, you appear like, welcome back to the show. That's a partial truth. It says you're on The Center, Rats, Power Up, Blaster, Implosion, and probably the Weather channel at this point. And if you hear two people arguing at a barbershop, you're already pulling out your mic like episode 47. Let's go. The best line I love, it says Troy doesn't pivot, he spins like a Beyblade. That's crazy. Anyway.
It's Loki Drew.
Yeah, it is. That's the sadder part, but it is what it is.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Back to you.
All right. So relationships after 50, right? So once again, I'm stuck like Chuck, right? But yeah, so and then this is a solo show. But do you prefer dating or peace of mind? Girl, get knock it off. Go drink water. So sorry, but I've been stuck with this dog ever since she got attacked by the neighbor's dog, and I need a vacation. I need a peace of mind, okay? But dating versus peace of mind. So do you prefer to date, or you just rather a peace of mind and just, you know what I'm saying, chill? Do you prefer marriage, versus companionship? I know a lot of people have different views on marriage, versus just having someone, a significant other, or a mate, spouse, whatever you want to call it. Because to me, it's a difference. Because like y'all know, my favorite saying is marriage ain't for the weak, because it is not for the weak. If you is a weak individual, then marriage is not for you, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I wasn't married, a lot of the things that we have encountered, I would have been done chucked up the deuces. Because see, to me, you could do that in a companionship, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend type of thing. You can bounce, you can kick rocks and be like, you know what, wish you well. It's a little bit more complicated when you're married, especially if you have so much invested into one another. And so, you know how the old folks used to say it's cheaper to keep her, or whatever the case may be. Now that part I don't believe in, because if you're truly unhappy, then why be miserable just because it's cheaper to keep her, or cheaper to keep him, or however it may go. That's crazy work. But do you prefer marriage versus companionship? And then setting boundaries. You should, just as women in general, we should always have boundaries, right? Always have boundaries. Will everybody respect them? Will people step on them? Absolutely. But it's our job to put them in check and get them back on board, okay? And it's either you rock with the boundaries or you walk, okay? And at this stage in life, what are you looking for? Are you looking for love? Are you looking for confidence? Or are you just looking for peace? Mental peace and protecting your energy. This is my era right here. This is mine. Mental peace and protecting my energy is everything, right? Cutting off toxic relationships. They're all cut. I started cutting 2 years ago. It used to get lonely in the beginning. It really did. Because, especially being who I am, I just love to have fun. I want to have fun. I want to cook. I want to eat. I want to drink. I want to laugh. I want to sing. I just love to just be in the midst. I'm a Gemini. We're social butterflies. Although we're loners, we're social butterflies by nature. I love people, right? Not all the time, but I love people for the most part. So in the beginning, when I started to cut people off, it was lonely because it was just like, oh man, dang, tonight Wednesday, we would have been here. We would have been doing this. And yeah. But as the time went on, the past 2 years, child, I'll be over here at Club 325, chilling like a mug, me and the dog, okay? And when I want to get outside and see people, I shoot outside, I see them, and I carry it on back in this house. Because, yeah, toxicity is very, very, very strong these days. And I don't want no parts of it, okay? So protecting the peace, protecting the energy, right? Choosing your circle wisely. My circle is like that. Can you see that? It really ain't a circle. Okay? And I'm okay with that. Because the people that are in my little bitty circle of trust, I trust them. The people that I've removed, nope. Right? Prioritizing your mental health. You got to. People losing it. People is losing it. I've said my story many times. I'm no longer on the crazy people pills. I've been trusting God. I was on them for so long that they started to have an adverse effect on me, to where the loneliness, it subsided, the loneliness, right? And then for whatever reason, I can't be on it anymore for more than a year or so. And instead of it like trying to suppress, it bumps it up, suicidal thoughts and thoughts of killing people. So I just stopped and just practice meditation, manifestation, of course, pray, because baby, don't get no better than praying to our Heavenly Father, okay? Depending on the universe for strength, learning how to ground. I still be like, I be trying to go outside barefoot and stand. I'd just be scared that a bug or something is, you know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to hug a tree and then something going. I'm working on that, the grounding part. But it's working. It's working. We have to do the work. A lot of people just don't want to do the work within themselves, and you have to do it. It's not easy. Because sometimes you'll sit down and do the work and you be like, damn, you know what? Such and such was right about me. You got to accept it. You got to accept it. You got to acknowledge it, and you got to fix it, and you got to change it when you know that it's not in alignment, right? We get offended when people say you this and you're that. And instead of embracing it and just sitting down and saying, I wonder if I am, we always get defensive. And who you thinking that? No. If more than one person said it, then you might want to take some time out to sit down and think about it. Because I know I've had to in the past. I've learned to shut up. Right? I was a quick clapper backer. I was a quick, I don't do, I did a little video the other day about subliminal messages. Don't do me like that, because I'm gonna call me out, and I'm gonna call you out publicly, especially when I know it's for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide behind messages. Call me, meet up with me. Let's talk, right? And tell me what you're feeling. Don't hide behind words, because I don't. Right? So protect the mental people and the energy. Protect it. All right. So beauty and aging with confidence. Oh my. Now, I thank my Heavenly Father for, I get it all the time. I do. People don't believe that I'm 50. When I say that, they're like, ain't no way. No way. No, 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 no. Or I don't mention my age, but somebody say, oh, you have kids and how many? And I'm like, oh yeah, my son's 33 and my daughter's 21. And they be like, how old are you? I thank God. There's nothing but God. Because of those that know my story, I ain't supposed to be looking like this. Mm-mm. But it's nothing but God, right? And taking care of myself, regardless of what I've been through. I take care of myself, no matter what situation I was in. I lived out of my car. You wouldn't have never known it. You know what I'm saying? Because see, back in the day when Miko was a girly girl, like straight boots that matched the outfit, boots that was cut to the jacket, and I dressed, right? But I'm nosy. I'm like Pearl on 227. All out the window. Oh yeah, but I dress. Heels, all that. You wouldn't believe it today because I'm a sneakerhead all over again. But that was me. But lived out my car, you would have never known it. Because my mama said you ain't got to look like what you going through. And that always stuck with me, right? So aging gracefully. For my ladies out there that are 50 or over, you're aging gracefully. Beautiful, wonderful, wonderful thing. It's just blessed and highly favored. Continue to take care of yourself because it starts with you, right? Self-care and wellness. Oh my God, I have never, ever embraced self-care this much in my life. It had all started within this last year. I believed in it before, but for whatever reason, I turned 50. Now I don't be playing with the self-care. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what my husband think. I don't care what my kids think. I don't care what Hazel Marie think. Baby, if I feel like it's self-care, it's going to get done. It's so important because self-care is linked to your mental. For me, it is, right? So self-care and wellness, now we're going to go ahead and talk about the gym later. I don't even know why I still got this gym membership at EOS. It's been over a year. But menopause, metabolism, I don't know where it went. It left. It left. I just hope it come back one day. But in the meanwhile, I got my little beautiful treadmill right here. My ball, I got my kettlebell, I got my vibration plate. I do what I can here, right? But yeah, we'll talk about the wellness later. And then confidence being real beauty. Okay, so speaking of beauty, right? I was getting ready to do a video on my Mary Kay. So I don't wear makeup anymore, right? I don't wear makeup anymore. I might throw some lashes on or whatever. My eyebrows are microbladed, right? They're microbladed because who got tired of doing their eyebrows? But as you all know, we lose that firmness in our skin. Like my neck is starting to wrinkle up a little bit. I don't know if you've been to www.marykay.com/glowwithmiko, my Mary Kay e-commerce page. But I did do a video on that, and I will be doing a video tomorrow on that because I want you guys to go. My ladies over 50, when I say the Time Wise collection is amazing, it is amazing, right? I have the eye cream because we start to get bags. These bags is just bags. For one, I need to drink some water, okay? So because I know that. But as far as the cleansing, the moisturizer, the eye cream, the sunscreen, the night cream, y'all know I don't lie. I'm not lying for nothing. Y'all know my reviews. I'm gonna tell the truth. And that Time Wise system with Mary Kay is freaking amazing. And my skin, my glow has everything to do with that system, right? So I'm gonna do a video on it tomorrow. And I want you guys to go to my shop. in shock, right? Don't really wear makeup, but y'all know Mary Kay been around for a mighty long time. And to be honest with you, go look at Mary Kay's stats. You'll be surprised. But there's many, many things on that website. And again, I'll talk more about it tomorrow. But for my ladies over 50, you know, our skin, we start to lose a lot of our the firmness, and we start to sag, and we, you know, start to get puffy, and time wise, it'll take care of it. So part of my youthful look has everything to do with that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, right? The last question that I had in my notes was, what's the best thing about being over 50? What's the best thing about being over 50? And the choices are peace, confidence, wisdom, and not caring what people think anymore. What's the best thing about being over 50? Peace, confidence, wisdom, not caring anymore, or not caring what people think anymore. I'm gonna say it's A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. It's all of them. All of them. The peace, the confidence, the wisdom, the not caring what people think anymore, right? All those are the best things about being over 50. And my ladies that haven't reached it yet, you know how they say, when you turn, 30, it's going to be this. Or when you turn 40, it's going to be this. When you turn 50, honey, let me tell you something. Beautiful gold. That's what they call it, the golden age. It's beautiful. It's wonderful here. I love it here. Would I go back? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I pray to God that He blesses me to live to a very nice, tender old age. But my 50s is where it's at. I'm happy. I'm comfortable. I'm peaceful, right? And I'm ready for whatever God has for me and the universe has for me. I'm ready to hit the ground running. Let's do it. And yeah, I know when I turned 40, I cried. When I turned 30, I cried. I cried my eyeballs out when I turned 30. I had a big old party too. A dirty 30, all white event. It was big. And I cried the whole while because I was like, girl, what you doing? I had just had my daughter, right? Because who waits 12 years to have children apart? Me. And I just had my daughter. I think she was 2, maybe, or something like that. I don't even remember. I think I had her at 28. And yeah, I cried because I was like, this ain't it. When I turned 40, I cried. I had a party at Humperdinck's when Humperdinck's was in Arlington. Then I had a party at, of course, M&B. And I sat outside and cried because I was like, and I was going through the apartments that I lived in. The electrical panel had fell off the wall, the whole panel, and it displaced like all of us on one side of the building. And so I was just in hotels, and it just wasn't a good time. And I cried my eyeballs out and really questioned if I should even still be breathing or not. And somebody was like, girl, your 40s is going to be your best years, girl. You better start. You ain't going to care with nobody. And my 40s was good. My 40s was cool. It was good. I ain't know I end up married because I really thought that I was just going to thug it out. I ain't never asked for marriage. I was going to thug it out and do me. But it was cool. But these 50s, I've been 50 for 8 months, 9 months. Beautiful. Okay? So I hope that helped someone. I hope it encouraged someone, right? And just let your light shine. Honey. Let your light shine. And I'm going to close it out with the closing. Confidence after 50 isn't about aging. It's about evolving into the woman you were always meant to be. Because remember, our stories were already written, and just live it out as best as you can. So on that note, I'm going to let you beautiful people go and have a wonderful rest of your week. And always know that you can use my platform for your businesses if you want to join the show. If you have any topics that you like to talk about, I'm always open. This is what it is. You just tell me, we're going to say less, and we're just going to do it, right? So just inbox me, let me know. And of course, as always, I don't know what the show is going to be about next week, but we'll find out by Monday or that Tuesday morning, because that's just the way it goes. I just, whatever pops up in my head, whatever's on my spirit, I talk about it. I don't really plan it out. So on that note, you guys have a beautiful evening. Bye.